Pools is one of the most fascinating games I've played this year, and it's a bit difficult to describe. Do you remember when the Backrooms was at its peak in popularity, and people then started making lore about it? Like, there are monsters in it, some bad, others good. Apparently there are whole communities that are there, and people investigating it, and its original message got sort of diluted. The Backrooms at its core taps into a very specific fear, which I think is the fear of being lost somewhere that's eerily familiar, yet you know isn't where you're supposed to be. That core feeling is what Pools is. There are no monsters, no jump scares, no gore, no people who know nothing. And yet, it's one of the most effective horror games that I've played. There is no story for me to even break down or deep gameplay mechanics. This is a walking simulator, where you walk through hundreds of rooms with pools that are sometimes imposing, but most often look like regular rooms with a pool in the middle. But the further you go through the game, the weirder and weirder they get, until the design of these rooms makes you flat out scared with the just odd or unsettling look at them. Like desperate set designers trying to create the most quote unquote human environments. But it turns out the set guy is a fucking alien who just learned what we are. I cannot understate how much of this game's horror relies on scenery. Hell, I'd say this game is an experiment to see how effective environmental design alone can be at scaring someone. And I'd say the end result varies. Some people are bored out of their minds, because it is a walking simulator. Others wanted a full-on wandering through liminal spaces simulator, while one guy thought it was a relaxing experience. The goddamn freak. This will really depend on your tastes. I can say that for me personally, the experience was a success. I was genuinely scared. It was to the point that I was creating monsters out of thin air and choosing which rooms I'd go into based on how off-putting they were. So that's the game. An increasingly creepy and uncomfortable series of rooms. There's some actually genuine horror elements from your typical horror game, like disturbing imagery and scary noises, but that's primarily in the final two chapters. The The game looks great, it's technically great, no bugs. Of course, this game is as complex as the fucking floors beneath your feet, and that's it. That's gotten to be a genuine fast review. I recommend the game, solid 8 out of 10, genuinely worth trying. Subscribe, more videos coming soon, still trying to figure out what historical topic to cover next.